reminding us that it's easy to be kind, perhaps by not using glue traps.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see.
You want to sing?
I'm good. You don't want to hear me sing. Let's just say that.
Doesn't matter if you're good or not.
I'll sing at church when I'm singing the Lord. That's about the only time.
I love this song. Oh, caroling. Don't you love caroling?
I like listening to them. Not going.
Huh?
I like listening to them.
You don't?
The caroling.
Oh, yeah.
Carolers, but I've had to go, and it's not fun for me. I just don't like singing.
Good job, Rosalie. Belt it out, sister.
I love this song. She's got all my favorites queued up, man. I love Diamond.
Everyone, welcome back to One Life Radio. I want to let everyone know that you can go to our website, oneliferadio.com, to download and listen to our podcast or subscribe to our newsletter. I'm going to have all of my favorite Italian cookie recipes from my Aunt Clara in the upcoming newsletter, like my serpentes and my pizzelle recipe and all good stuff. So check it out. You can also go to iHeartMedia.com to listen live or download the free iHeartRadio app and listen to us from anywhere in the world. A big shout out of gratitude to our fine sponsors that bring this programming to you. Great companies like Sun Warrior that has been with us for years. You can find Sun Warrior at Vitamin Shop or put it in your smoothie at Smoothie King. Sun Warrior is a premium all-natural raw superfood company dedicated to providing the best vegan plant-based protein powders and supplements. Go to sunwarrior.com to learn more about all of their products and the importance of a plant-based diet at least a couple days a week. It's really, really good for you. And while you're at Vitamin Shop, I think they sell the Squatty Potty as well. They have a new one. Squatty Potty actually has a new moonlit Squatty Potty in a curve, so it's got the automatic light that comes on, so you don't have to turn the light on to go pee-pee.
I like that.
Very convenient.
But yeah, check it out, and it makes a great Christmas gift as well, a good holiday gift, because humans are designed to squat. To poop. Did you know that?
I did.
Okay. All right. Just wanted everyone to know that. All right. So Rosalie Robinson is here today. Always a pleasure to have her in studio. We are talking about preparing for the holidays. Rosalie is the Vice President of Human Resources for Motorsport Aftermarket Group. She is our in-house human resources expert and has over 30 years of leadership experience working with both Fortune 500 companies and small businesses. You can find her at conciliumhc.com. That's conciliumhc.com. Preparing for the holidays. Okay, so every year we wait a little bit later and later to get ready, don't we?
No, for sure.
Or do we just start too early? What do you think?
I think a little of both, right? And we think about Christmas stuff came out right after, what was it? Halloween.
They were putting Christmas stuff up when Halloween, like a couple of days before Halloween at Target.
See?
And Costco.
They ruined it for me. They ruined Halloween.
They put that stuff out before you know it. They have the lights and the garland and the tree, all the things that really the holidays aren't really about, right?
I do think that all retailers should wait until one holiday is ended before they start the other one. And be leaders
I agree.
of thought leaders.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that would be great. But it's really about the all capitalistic dollar.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So that comes first. But, I mean, what's really important is how folks, I think, as a whole, kind of enjoy the holiday season and set themselves successfully, set themselves up successfully to enjoy it. We get busy with planning, I think we were just talking before the break, right?
Yes.
About kissing?
No, about what? What?
About kissing?
We were talking about that too, but
Well, mistletoe. Seriously. That's one of the best things about the holidays. And if you don't have any mistletoe, I know Rosalie is going to tell you to go get some, right?
I have a mistletoe tree at my house. So
Oh
if you
my
need
gosh,
that
you got a mistletoe tree.
in my Irving house, yes.
Okay, so.
I love it.
All right. Well, you know what I'm thinking.
I'm bringing
Okay.
the mistletoe.
Yeah, there you
You're
go.
bringing the mistletoe? All right, I see.
I think
how
you
it's
should
going.
wear one of those mistletoe hats to the Cowboy game. You know, where it's over your head?
Make
Come
sure
on,
it's just hanging
Bernadette.
right over like that. Yeah.
Okay, all seriousness. How do people really do better dealing with the holidays? Any great tips from Rosalie Robinson?
Well, I can assure you it's less of what I have and more of what's kind of tried and true, whether you read Psychology Today or, just kind of serve. I think the key is always being mentally and physically prepared. So we're fortunate. We have two guys here who are experts in that with Elizabeth and Daniel, right, who can help us around the physical piece. The other part's the mental piece. We get so stressed out, over preparing, trying to plan for the perfect event, right?
Right.
We
Yes.
imagine perfection. All the relatives who act perfectly well, all the dishes that look perfectly, right? And all the decorations. They're perfect. They're like what I see at the Target or the Bloomingdale's or the, Tiffany's, depending on where you shop, right?
I think it's good to get your head wrapped around it a little early. Maybe not go out and buy, ornaments during Halloween, but, start preparing yourself mentally so you don't get caught up. A lot of people ruin the holidays because they financially spend too much.
They do. They don't budget. So that's one of the tricks, Bernadette, which is a good thing to kind of point out for people is budget. Plan your budget well ahead. I mean, usually if you think about a company, when we run, we plan a budget for the year, right? So we kind of know how much we wish to expend and what we expect to have as a return. In your household, you're planning for expending these dollars. Think about how much and who you want to buy gifts for. Everybody doesn't deserve a gift. What
do you mean by that? That seems so harsh.
No, not at all. I mean, they deserve to be wished well. They deserve to have, good thoughts sent their way, prayers, but no,
Hugs.
I don't. Hugs,
I think you just need to be in the moment. Like, for example, okay, so I just gave you that book that I wasn't planning on giving to you, but
that was fabulous.
Okay, and so it's this beautiful little book that I purchased at a little store, and I actually bought. They were $12.99 a piece.
Yeah.
I bought like 10 of them because I thought these are beautiful little gifts to just give out to people.
for sure.
And there's so many great messages in it, and I just happened to have it. You were perusing through it. Is that the right word I'm trying to use?
Yeah.
And you loved it. So I said, you know what? I'm giving it to you. I signed it, said Happy Thanksgiving. And
Yes.
so you never really prepare, but I do think you have to be generous. And, I don't know. I never really thought about that ahead of time, like who I will or won't buy for. It's just, I guess you have to plan for it, though. If you're on a budget, absolutely.
Absolutely. You have to
I hate
plan for it.
budgets. Personally, but I always have. Didn't matter how much money I had or didn't have. I'm just like I'm very spontaneous,
which is great. I mean, spontaneity is an aspect, that can bring some joy in the holiday season. The other side, though, is it's kind of like when you go to a party, right? You have the smorgasbord in front of you of foods, drinks, desserts. All these things are just great. But at some point, we push away from the smorgasbord, right? We select. We choose the things we're going to invest in to put in our bodies. The same is true at the holiday time. You've got to push away from the smorgasbord of all of these things that kind of tantalize our senses.
Gotcha.
The idea of spontaneity and giving a gift that is joy-filled for you as well as the recipient. The idea of I'm going to go prepare a meal for, 50, 60 people, right? Or the idea that I am going to go out and do something in the community, give back, maybe at a soup kitchen or a food place, right, to do that. You have to balance that and be kind to yourself with the energy you need every day. Because if you're not kind to yourself and kind of thinking about that, your budgets and, where you're expending your energy, you actually have probably not as good a holiday.
I love the message, and you're so right on. You really are. If you think about it, it's important to spend time alone, too, and enjoy that holiday and the spirit and just everything that it represents.
For sure.
Always great. Rosalie Robinson, you can find her at conciliumhc.com. Always a pleasure, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. Elizabeth, Daniel, the whole team, and of course everyone out there listening, thank you so much. A very happy and wonderful holiday to you and your families. You know what? I love doing the show. Thank you so much for listening. I'm very, very thankful for all of our listeners because you get one body, you get one mind, and you get one life. Get out there today, share it with someone, and make it real.